All right, next up, Colleen Robbins. Colleen has written a little bit of everything over quite a number of years. Her first novel, Daraga's Quest, came out this summer, and she hopes to get a short story collection titled Stories of a Sheltered Suburbanite, published by January. And tonight you're going to be reading?
Mousetraps.
Mousetraps. Colleen Robbins.
Afraid to move this thing. Okay. I saw a mouse today, boldly staring at me as it sat in the middle of my kitchen floor. They're in the walls, too. I can hear them every night and on cloudy days. Once upon a time, Bert would have taken care of it, but Bert is long gone. Stop being so timid, damn it. Take charge and do something. Tears leaked out even before the rest of his words sunk in. Bert was leaving me. He was right, of course. Thanks to a pack of childhood bullies, I still cringed at any sign of aggression. Unfortunately, that doesn't help against mice. Calling the exterminator company would be just like calling Bert for help. I could do this. Mousetraps. I needed mousetraps. Snap, clatter, clatter, clatter. Snap, clatter, clatter, clatter. Running mice caught their tails and back legs and ran off dragging the traps. I got up at dawn to the clatter of moving traps. One or two mice blundered into a second trap, ending their misery. A second trap. I moved around the room, dropping a second trap on as many of the hobbled mice as I could catch up with. A few needed a third trap before they stopped moving. Emptying each trap was the worst part. I took off the first trap or two, then had to scrape the last trap against the side of the trash bag to dislodge the dead mouse. I slipped into sleep to the sounds of snap, clatter, clatter, and chewing inside the walls. It has been several days now, during which I've mastered my aim at dropping second traps. I'm making headway against the mice. The mice are getting smarter. This morning, I found some of the missing traps. The mice pushed them into a circle around my bed, facing me. Somehow, they reset the traps. I have not left my bed in 3 days now. Hunger is a gnawing pain, and my water jug is empty. I hear the mice chewing every night inside the walls. I used my nightshirt to set off mousetraps and make a path to the bathroom and then to the kitchen. I should have thought of that earlier. I found the refrigerator door propped open and the shelves inside empty of all but some shredded packaging and 2 dishes full of what looked like black crumbs. Mouse droppings. Yuck. Worse, the outer doors are surrounded by mousetraps. I cannot leave. The chewing last night was furious, and I hear the slide clatter of traps moving about interspersed with cracking noises and the occasional squeak overhead. In the morning, I will leave. I will. The sun is barely rising. More cracking overhead. I barely survived. I'm so glad I was writing when it happened, or I could not have described my difficulties. The mice are smarter than I thought. A ceiling beam crashed through and landed on me in bed. My bed collapsed on the floor. The beam is across my back, pinning me, but at least I feel no pain in my legs. I fear I may have soiled myself, however, based on the smell. I hate that the bedding is on the floor. I shall have to wash everything once I get loose. I can hear the slide and clatter of mousetraps as the mice move them closer and closer to me, ready to add a second trap and even a third one until I stop moving at all.
Colleen, Alfred objects to that story.
I apologize to Bertrand.
And imagine how bad it would be if you had decided to use poison traps. Holy cow.